Can you count backwards in sevens, draw a clock that reads 10 past 11 or memorize a list of 5 words? These tasks may seem pretty basic, but they make up questions in the world's standard cognitive assessment test, which Donald Trump passed with flying colors. The president scored a perfect 100% on the Montreal Cognitive Assessment, MoCA, a 30-question task created by medical professionals to test for dementia. It's designed to assess attention, memory, concentration, orientation, visual skills, calculations and executive functions. To the able-minded, the test may seem overly simple, but they are some of the basic mental processes people with the disorder sadly lose. Trump's doctor earlier revealed how the president scored a perfect 30 on the test, where anything above 26 is considered normal and anything below is a cause for concern. The test, first used in Montreal, Canada, is now one of the most widely respected methods for assessing cognitive health across the globe and is available in 55 languages. Trump requested he take the test as part of his recent physical and is the first president to do so, but how would you fare in the MoCA exam? Task, Part 1, match 5 numbers, 1-5, with 5 letters, i.e., in ascending order, pairing 1 with A, 2 with B, etc. The subject gets a point for every successful pair.No lines can be crossed.The patient gets 0 if they make a mistake that is not immediately corrected. Task, Part 2, draw your own version of the cube and the space next to it.It must be exactly the same as the one printed on the page. You get 1 point. If it's drawn correctly. That means it must be 3-dimensional with no lines missing or added. The lines must be relatively parallel and similar in length. No point is given if any of those criteria are missing. Task, Part 3, draw a clock, including all of the numbers, and set the time to 10 minutes past 11. 1 point is allocated for each of the following 3 criteria. A point is not assigned for a given element if any of the above criteria are not met. Task, name each animal pictured.To. A point is received for each animal correctly named. Task, the patient is read a list of words that they must remember, and they must repeat as many of the words as they can recall, in any order they like. As the subject recites the words, the examiner marks or check in the box for each word recalled before the subject indicates when they have recited all they can. The test is repeated twice. Task, Part 1, the subject is read a list of numbers at a rate of 1 number per second. They must then recite them in forward order for 1 point and backwards order for a second point. Every time they hear the letter A, they must tap their hand. Task, Part 3, starting at 100, the subject is asked to count down by subtracting by 7 every time until the examiner tells them to stop. The subject starts at 100, then must count down by subtracting 7 every time until the examiner tells them to stop. B, 93, 86, 79, 72, 65. Task, Part 1. The examiner reads the following sentence out loud. I only know that John is the one to help today, and the subject must repeat it exactly. G. An orange and a banana, a train and a bicycle, a ruler and a watch. 1 point is given for each of the last two pairs. Task. The subject has to recall all the words they heard earlier: face, velvet, church, daisy, red. 1 point is granted for each word remembered without prompting. Task. The subject is asked to state the present date, month and year, and the name of the place they are in as well as the city. 1 point is given for each correct answer. Those who have had less than 12 formal years of education should add 1 point to their final score. Around 16. Cognitive health of an Alzheimer's sufferer. Around 22. Cognitive health of someone with mild cognitive impairment, MCI. 30. Perfect, the same as President Trump.